let's have a little chat about sissies and feminization while I shine this new latex. Because it seemed to have brought up quite a few questions. This is Vivishine. At least I hope it is. It might be lube. We'll find out. Basically, you can be, that was an awful lot. You can be feminized without being a sissy. So feminization is becoming more feminine, doing more girly things. Things that are stereotypically feminine. So if you look at activities that may be classed as more masculine, it might be racing cars, where feminine would be going to a spa. Although there's nothing that says that either gender can't do one of those things, they're definitely marketed in a certain way. If you look at things that have pink packaging, that's known as being girly, where if you look at men's skincare, it will be black and boring. Which is why we need prettier things in our lives, my little sweethearts. Being feminized is not at all bad. Anyway, when it comes to feminization, you can live a very feminine lifestyle. You can pretend in a very feminine way. You can change your tone of voice. You can start wearing, obviously, girlier perfumes and stuff like that. I have a little video on my YouTube channel about starting a girly routine, if anyone's interested. It's just Lara Sky. But when you get into sissification, it's more the attitude. So sissies are very, very hyper feminine. They're very overly sexual, I would say. They've got a lot of focus on acting a certain way. I'm trying to word this very carefully so it doesn't get taken down. They like to explore their sexuality more and perhaps be used. And there is a lot more of a power play and a objectification of sissies rather than feminization, because feminization in itself is not weak at all. Being feminine can obviously be very, very powerful and very strong. So yeah, sissification does tend to lead more into things that are a bit more taboo, and obviously deeper into the kink lifestyle, where I would say that feminization is something that you can indulge in your everyday life, whereas sissification tends to be more during sessions or wearing certain outfits and stuff like that. So I don't even know if I've explained this very well. I did try and make a full YouTube video about it, and then I realised it is very it's quite a hard topic to cover all, and I was really struggling to get my words right, so hopefully that answers something. Oh, and I'd also seen somebody, I'm using a lot of this Vivishine, I'd also seen somebody ask if being feminized made you trans. No, it doesn't. But what I do find is that a lot of my subs, they start off with either sissy play or feminization as a way to emasculate themselves and to explore a side of themselves that they don't feel comfortable doing in any other way. And then once they start exploring their femininity, they then realise that it's something that's missing from their everyday life, or that they actually are a woman, or perhaps they're non-binary or gender fluid, and it's just being able to have that time to explore and identify what they actually like, which helps. So you do find that a lot of sissies or femme subs, I say a lot, I would say maybe like 10%, 15% in my experience, which could be quite a lot, do end up taking their journey further and becoming trans. But of course, I wouldn't be worried about that because there's nothing wrong with being trans. But I think one of the reasons that a lot of men are scared is because they just don't know their sexuality as it is. So you do need time to reflect on yourself, to get to know yourself. And honestly, feminization is a really good way to try that. Try something that's kind of being restricted from you just by the society we live in, and then see where it takes you. Just don't put pressure on yourself. And this has been a very long video, but I am now very, very shiny, so hopefully this does not get taken down. We'll see.